We all love music. Music is the universal, eliciting emotions throughout society in many different cultures for decades. Music brings us together and is arguably the greatest art form ever created. But how does this wonder apply to our beloved professional wrestling? From Hulk Hogan's iconic Real American theme to the electrifying smell of what The Rock was cooking, a wrestler's entrance theme instantly identifies them and sets the tone for what's to come. A good theme can really help a wrestler, but a bad theme can really let them down. But which ones are the best? I'm joined by Kronus the Bear and A.I. Jeff as we delve into our top 10 wrestler entrance themes ever. Music, eh? Stick around, we're going to talk about it. Hello, welcome back to A.I.W. It's theme song episode, Kronus.
Yeah, another top 10.
Yeah, we're looking forward to this one. Music is the universal, isn't it? Everyone loves music.
Yeah, of some description.
Yeah, and as stated in the intro, it is very important towards our favourite pro wrestling characters. So we are here today, back with A.I. Jeff. He's back from another holiday. And we are discussing our top 10 wrestling theme songs of all time. Same rules apply. You can rank them based on whatever you want, how iconic they are, whether you like the song, how they fit the character. It's just top 10. So Kronus has got 10, I've got 10, and Jeff has got 10. So without further ado, Kronus, do you want to kick us off with what is your number 10 in top 10 theme songs of all time?
I will, and it's a good one. It's the old Billy Gunn Ass Man theme.
Ah, great.
Because it's a masterpiece.
I'm an
and it really connects with me on a human level.
Kronus is a fan of the human anatomy.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a great song, isn't it? It was kind of it's so stupid it's good.
Yeah, it's one of those.
And it's just the verse, isn't it? He's like, he loves to love them, he loves to kick them, he loves to insert verb hear them.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's just good fun, isn't it? This is his post DX run, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Billy Gunn Ass Man, number 10.
Yep.
I'll go next. My number 10 is The Perfect 10 by Ty Dillinger.
Oh, yeah.
There's just something about it that gives me... It's like a superhero theme, isn't it? It's like it's got the horns and it's very major key and it's just quite epic.
Yeah, it's got a really nice sort of swing to it as well.
Yeah, and I remember him being number 10 in the Rumble and just the kind of epic theme playing and that voice that goes 10 as it kind of drops. It's just so great and it makes me feel good. So I put it at number 10. Not because... Is it really my number 10? Did I put it there just because it's called Perfect 10?
Can you put it anywhere else?
Can I put it anywhere else? If it was called The Perfect 1, would it be my favourite? We'll never know. But Ty Dillinger Perfect 10 is my number 10.
Very good.
A.I. Jeff. He's gone for Bobby Roode, Glorious Domination.
At number 10.
Number 10. And spoiler alert, guys, that is not the first time you're going to hear that song in this list. What can we say about this song, man? It's one of the best, I think.
Yeah, it's brilliant. I mean,
piano.
Talked about it sort of fitting characters. 100% does.
Yeah, the piano, the vocals, and I think this one really does lend towards the entrance itself. Like you say, it fits the character. Absolutely fantastic song. One of the best, and we'll talk more about that one later.
Yes, we will.
Kronus, can I get your number 9?
Mine is Mankind / Mick Foley's, they skid and crash into that guitar riff. I don't know what the song's called.
Yep.
Yeah, that one.
It's great, isn't it? It's just a feel-good song. You always knew you were in for a good time when that song hit because it was usually means Mick Foley was going to bleed and lose various body parts.
Oh, yeah. And I'm a big fan of pretty simple but pretty effective riffs. And that's one.
That was Jim Johnson's philosophy, wasn't it?
Yeah,
and simple but effective.
I've got another one coming up in the list that's just another really good sort of riff,
Yeah.
and that's all there is to it. But
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I think it really encapsulated the late 90s, 2000s era, didn't it? You think of that Royal Rumble match with Triple H,
Yeah,
and then the subsequent Hell in a Cell match. Fantastic stuff.
yeah, definitely.
My number 9 is Pretty Deadly's On and On, their current
Nice.
theme tune. I love this song. It reminds me of ABBA, and I'm a big fan of disco. And you want to talk about theme tunes that fit characters. This just works perfectly for them. You know, they come out,
Yeah,
the slow motion, the hair's waving, there's a disco ball on top above the ring, and it's got a really kind of late 70s, early 80s disco vibe with some great female vocals. And I think it's one of Def Rebel's best songs. I really do.
yeah.
It's just a
That's a really good shout.
real party song. Yeah, absolutely love it every time it comes on. So my number 9 is Pretty Deadly.
Mm.
Jeff, he's gone for The Rising Sun, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Ooh, that's a good
Very
shout,
good shout.
actually.
Very good shout. I think there's quite a few in here that are iconic to NXT Black and Gold. And I think
Yeah,
this is definitely one of those. The
no,
violin,
definitely.
the electric violin, the crowd sing along, the build up to the intro with the kind of like low tone violin.
It's got that little sort of break as well when everything, the violin and all that seems to go a bit crazy and erratic.
Yeah, and then it kind of stops, and then you hear the violin crash. Yeah,
That sort of dive bomb.
yeah, with some really kind of heavy, like almost dubstep like drums as well.
Yeah,
It just works perfectly, and it's a great one for crowd sing along. And Shinsuke in NXT was just something else, wasn't he?
yeah, machine.
Yeah. Fantastic. Great shout by Jeff.
Yeah, very good.
Where are we up to? Number 8, Kronus.
My number 8 is Randy Orton's Voices.
They talk to me. Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
And it's
By,
a classic theme for me.
By Rev Theory is the band who does Randy Orton's theme music.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of people's favorites. It's iconic, has been for years. Probably one of the most famous themes in all of WWE.
Yeah, I'd say.
Just a really good song, really good classic rock song, modern. Again, one of the crowd. You hear that song, you think of Randy Orton.
Yep, and I like how Randy Orton in some promos is sort of referenced, hearing voices in his head to the lyrics. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Voices is probably an all-time great, and I'm sure a lot of people would agree with you.
Yeah. What's your number 8?
My number 8 is Slow Chemical, Kane's theme tune.
Nice.
The Finger 11 version. I really like this one because it was a evolution of Kane's original theme tune.
Yeah.
And I used to like Finger 11 back in the day. I thought they were a great band. And it really kind of encapsulated the feeling of what Kane was trying to bring, which was kind of, fear, anguish. And they just had that guitar tone that just, said to you that bad things were going to happen.
Yeah. It really brought a new dimension to it. It's really, really good.
Yeah. And it was kind of Kane unmasked and bold as well, where he was like more psychotic Kane. Yeah, it just worked. And you can tell the
Not
song.
my favorite Kane era, but
no.
My favorite Kane song, definitely.
Yeah, and you can tell the song was written for Kane.
Yeah.
So yeah, Slow Chemical, number 8. Fantastic stuff.
Yes.
Number 8 for Jeff is Randy Orton, but it's Burning My Light.
Okay.
The old one. Nothing you can say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a banger as well.
It's so good, isn't it? By Mercy Drive, this one's by. A band called Mercy Drive. I think Randy Orton has been very good, if he's chosen these theme tunes, at choosing his songs.
Yeah.
Because he's only really had 2 main ones, hasn't he? In terms of ones that have stood out, and it's this one and Voices.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, same style as Rev Theory. kind of like your dirty southern rock. No, not so southern, but you know what I mean, kind of like your radio rock.
Yeah.
And it just suited him, doesn't it, at the time?
Yeah. Did the job.
Yeah. Very good shout. Very good shout, Jeff. That was Jeff's number 8. Randy Orton, Burning My Light. Kronus. Your number 7, please.
My 7 is the Hardy Boys OG theme.
Yeah.
It's called Extreme.
Yeah, I think it is, yeah. So this is a Jim Johnson classic, isn't it?
Yep, another of my banger riffs entries.
Yeah, it is a great riff, isn't it? It's driving, and it really kind of emphasizes the Attitude Era, especially that tag division.
It's got it matches the Hardy Boys energy really well.
It does, and Jeff's dance to it was always perfect.
Iconic.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just brilliant songwriting, wasn't it? Really, really fit the mold, and something that never needed changing.
Nope. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
If it isn't broke, don't fix it. And they even came back with it at WrestleMania 33 when they won the titles. Yeah, that was great. One of the only good things to happen on that show. Anyway, enough about WrestleMania 33.
Yep.
My number 7. Mine is Christian, Just Close Your Eyes, but the Story of the Year version. The male vocals version, not the female vocals version. I love this song because I'm a big Story of the Year fan, and I was very into my emo back in the day. And Christian's very into his emo. And I think it just a great song. It was nice to hear a song that I already liked in wrestling.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just a personal one for me. Just because
I like it too, yeah.
It's a good shout. It's a great song. And Christian just, when he's doing his point at people, he just kind of works with the entrance.
To the peeps.
To the peeps, yeah. So Just Close Your Eyes, my number 7. Where are we up to? Jeff, number 7?
Yep.
CM Punk, This Fire Burns. What a song this is.
Tune.
This is Killswitch Engage.
Yeah.
And on one of their better albums, actually, as well. This Fire Burns. I actually prefer this to Cult of Personality, personally.
Yeah, same.
Again, because I'm a big Killswitch Engage fan. And it's just got such a great riff. And obviously, Howard Jones is an excellent vocalist. And a really emotional chorus, which you can kind of sing along to in the crowd. Yeah, just a fantastic song, start to finish. And obviously, this is when CM Punk's probably at the height of his WWE career.
Yeah.
In terms of when he was rising up and everyone was getting behind him. Yeah, it was a total package. Great choice by Jeff.
Definitely.
Number 6, Kronus.
It's another really good riff, but that's pretty much all it is. And that was Crash Holly's theme.
Oh, Crash Holly, yeah.
Again, don't know the name of the song, but it was just that driving. Yeah. Yeah.
It was good, wasn't it? I think Bob Holly ended up using it as well, didn't they? Or like a variation of it.
Yeah, something similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, Crashes was the one for me out of those two.
Another Jim Johnson classic. That's an oddball one. I like it. I like it. Thinking outside the box. By the way, guys, when we get to number 2, we are going to do some honorable mentions. So keep up for that. So that was your number 6. And my number 6 is Bray Wyatt's original Live in Fear theme.
Is that the Swamp one?
Yeah, this is the OG one.
Yeah.
The one by Mark Crozer. I love Bray. Everyone knows that now. I'm a big Bray stan, if you say. The reason I love this song so much is because at the time it was something different. The song's really slow. It's almost jazzy, very bluesy. Yeah. And it's not something you would associate with a wrestling theme tune. But again, it fit the gimmick. It was eerie. It was very kind of haunting. And with Bray coming out in the dark with the lantern and the fireflies. And I think they played it at WrestleMania once wearing Plague Doctor masks on stage. It was awesome. It's awesome. And obviously it's a great memory of mine of Obviously, the Wyatt family. Yeah, just a great song overall. Love it.
Yeah, I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
Really fit them.
Yeah.
What you'd expect to be over a panoramic view of a swamp.
Yeah, exactly. Very kind of had a very kind of dystopian feel to it, didn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, like
definitely.
an all is lost kind of feel. So that's my number 6. Number 6 for Jeff is It's Time to Play the Game by Triple H.
All right.
I really like this song. I don't like King of Kings, for example. And I'm not a huge fan of Motorhead, to be honest. But I think the game by Motorhead for Triple H, I think it's iconic. It's got that great riff. It's just a great riff song, isn't it?
Yeah.
And Triple H kept it for the longest time. And he still uses it now when he makes an appearance on weekly TV or major shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, timeless classic. Big fan of the game Motorhead.
Yeah, it's another one that stood the test of time.
Yeah, until he changed it to King of Kings. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kronus, your number 5, please.
Mine is Kurt Angle's "You Suck."
You Suck.
I don't know if the song's called that, but
yeah, is it called You Suck? It might as well be called You Suck.
it's probably something like generic.
Yeah.
Like American Hero or something.
Yeah.
But correct me if I'm wrong. I might be. I could be. I am a lot. But was this the first sort of chant along with a song?
Ooh.
It's certainly the first I remember.
Probably the first one to get as over as it did
Mm.
in terms of crowd interaction. But you might be right. Yeah. Might have to look into that. But yeah, you might be right. It's definitely the first one I remember.
Yeah.
It's just over the top patriotic, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's brilliant. It's just such a bastard, arrogant heel. I expect MJF to come out to something similar at All In. Like that's how, unless he gets the rights to Real American, which would be hilarious.
I'd love it if Tony Khan licensed the rights to Kurt Angle's theme just for that.
Or Hulk Hogan's theme.
All that. Yes.
But yeah, Kurt Angle's theme's great. And I think he never changed it as well. I think he's one of the only wrestlers to never change their theme song, along with Brock Lesnar, Bret Hart, and a couple of others. Maybe we might do a video on that.
Mm.
But yeah, Kurt Angle, incredible theme. And still to this day, a crowd sing along.
Yeah, definitely.
My number 5 is Edge, Metalingus.
Nice.
It's going to be here at some point. It's fantastic song. Alter Bridge are a great band. I love Miles Kennedy's voice. I love Mark Tremonti on guitar. And Edge has had he had a few banger themes, didn't he? Obviously, he had his Brood theme tune. Then he had his first singles one. Then he had Rob Zombie for a bit.
Yeah, I really like that one as well.
Yeah. But I think Metalingus is the one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the iconic one of Edge's.
Yeah. You just say on this day, and that's it. And the opening, obviously the Edge music intro isn't the same as the actual song intro. They've edited it a bit. But I think what they've done to it just makes it completely perfect. And I'll never forget that pop at the 2020 Royal Rumble when he came back.
Yeah, generational.
Yeah. Unbelievable song by a great band for a great wrestler.
Yeah.
Number 5 by Jeff. Oh, this is one I wish that I had. And you're probably going to feel the same, Cronus. It's Evolution, Line in the Sand.
Oh, I'm glad Jeff said that because it's not in my honorable mentions and I totally forgot about it.
I did as well.
Mentioned Triple H.
And it's probably the best song Motorhead have ever written.
Yeah, it's great.
If you're not familiar with Evolution, the stable, Triple H, Batista, Randy Orton, Ric Flair, go back and listen to this theme song. It is
so good.
Incredible. Yeah, I think Motorhead wrote it specifically for WWE.
Yeah, I think so.
Because they were obviously quite prominent within WWE for Triple H. This is their best song they've ever written by a mile. And it's got like a really kind of dark southern tone to it. It's quite slow.
Yeah.
it just hits. It just hits
Heavy,
everything.
bluesy, yeah.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Great choice by Jeff. Thank you for bringing that up, Jeff, because I forgot.
Thanks, Jeff.
Cheers, Jeff. Kronus, number 4.
Number 4, I've gone for Metalingus as
Oh,
well, but a
nice.
little bit
A
higher.
little bit higher.
Yeah, what else can we say? Banger song, and iconic for Edge in his iconic era.
Yeah, and I think for us, it's nice when a song is, when we're a fan of a song outside of its wrestling context as well.
Yeah.
It's always nice. You go, oh, they're using music that I like, and it kind of, you know, puts it on more of a pedestal, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. You pay attention more.
Yeah,
it's just great marketing, but a great song.
Yep. My number 4, I've gone for Johnny Gargano, Rebel Heart, the female vocal one.
Yeah,
not the terrible remake. This song for me was Black and Gold. This was what Black and Gold was.
Yeah.
Johnny Gargano and Black and Gold, I think maybe one of my favorite wrestlers of all time in that period.
They're just synonymous, aren't they?
Yep. And his theme tune at the time was just fantastic. And it makes me pray that CFO $sign would get back together and come back. Because the songs they did for NXT, which we're probably going to speak about the more we get to the top of this list, they were just so good. And this was one of my favorite ones. It had big kind of like Paramore vibes, just kind of like poppy rock with a bit of kind of emotion in there. Great female vocals. And it just really suited Johnny Gargano down to the ground for his kind of underdog character.
Babyface banger.
Yeah, definitely in my top 5. So that's number 4, Johnny Gargano. Jeff's gone for Voices by Randy Orton as number 4. He's gone
solid choice.
2 Randy Ortons. Again, we've said it already. Stood the test of time. I don't think he's ever going to change it. And I think that song will always be associated with Randy Orton. We mentioned a few weeks ago how when I was wearing my Randy Orton t-shirt and people just come up to me and go, oh, Randy Orton. And I think it'll be the same when people hear that song. That would just be, even if you're not a fan of wrestling, Randy Orton has transcended wrestling. So yeah, another great choice by Jeff. Kronus, number 3.
Mine is something you've picked already.
Yep.
Which is Kane's Slow Chemical.
Oh, yes. What are your thoughts on it?
One of my favorite teams of all time.
Yeah.
I think it's one of my favorite eras of Kane was shortly before he unmasked. Like with RVD and Hurricane.
Yeah.
Sort of those times. And it's just sort of, what more can you say about it than we haven't already? Great song.
Yeah, it's that opening chord, isn't it?
Yeah.
The big kind of snare hit.
Yeah.
And then just the kind of discordant riff with the kind of delay on it as well.
Yeah.
And it just made you think of Hellfire and Brimstone, didn't it?
It really did.
All I could see was just like a city burning when I heard that music. And that's exactly what they went for. So yeah, it is fantastic. I'm glad it's in both of our top 10s.
Yeah, brilliant.
My number 3 is Undisputed Era.
Nice.
Another NXT banger. It's just a great song, isn't it?
Yeah, I love it.
It's very Adam Cole. Because you can tell he's kind of got a similar vibe to his theme in A.I.W.
Yeah, with the boom.
Yeah, with the boom. But yeah, it's just a really kind of like, sort of just technical riff, nice and simple, and just a really nice melodic chorus.
Yep.
With a nice little scream in the background. And it's just a very, very simple song done very, very well. And Kyle O'Reilly playing his belt like a guitar will always pop me. And then Adam Cole doing the boom at the perfect time, every time with the crowd. Just a great theme for one of the best factions I've ever seen.
Yep, I agree completely.
That's my number 3. Kronus, we've got a clean sweep here. I think this is the only clean sweep in the whole list. But Jeff has gone for Metalingus as number 3.
Hey.
So, Metalingus, congratulations for making all 3 of our lists.
It's gone from 5 to 4 to 3.
Yeah. God, we're so alike, aren't we? We've spoken about it twice already. It's fucking great. Edge is great. Metalingus is great. Alter Bridge are great.
Yep.
Kronus, number 2.
Number 2, I've gone for Bobby Roode's Glorious.
Glorious Domination.
Yeah, just what a song.
Oh, it's...
And I don't think we mentioned before, but you remember Gargano and Ciampa's Glorious bombing?
Yeah,
on
yeah,
social
yeah.
media.
Yeah. They're doing
It's
the
brilliant.
RKO. They're doing an RKO one at the moment.
Yeah.
Where Ciampa keeps trying to RKO or and he keeps moving out of the way. Yeah, Bobby Roode's theme, character, gimmick, championship reign. Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not much more we can say about it, but
No.
we are going to, because my number 2 is Bobby Roode's Glorious Domination as well.
Nice.
So I told a lie. Metalingus is not the only one to appear on all 3. It's also this one.
Hey.
I remember one particular, it might have been 2. I may be getting 2 mixed up, but his pay-per-view entrances for this theme were something else. There's one where there's 2 women in long white dresses playing piano on stage as a long intro to it. And it's just beautiful to listen to. And then the other one where he's on the massive podium. It just comes down slowly and he's just got his arms out and he's rotating on it.
So good.
It's just the vocals where it sounds like just 10 blokes singing.
Yeah.
And and then it goes into like a really heavy sort of guitar riff.
Nice solo over it.
Nice solo over it. And then it just repeats the same thing over again, and it's great. I never want it to end.
Yeah.
And again, it's a part of what makes wrestling great is the presentation, and the music that NXT Black and Gold had was a big part of why it was probably the best wrestling show I've still ever seen in my life.
Yeah. It was really great.
So
Had everything.
It had everything. And now for something completely different. Jeff's number 2 has gone for No Chance in Hell, Vince McMahon, or the McMahon family.
Okay.
I mean, it is great, isn't it? It's iconic because you knew as soon as you heard this song, there was going to be shenanigans. And it's great, isn't it? It's just a really kind of, I don't know how you describe it genre-wise. It's like I guess you'd say rock, but
it's kind of like hip hop as well ish.
Sort of, yeah. It's like the DX theme in a way, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like that rap rock new metal type vibe.
Yeah, No Chance in Hell. Iconic, synonymous with the McMahon family. Probably one of the most important periods of WWE in the Attitude Era, with the rivalry with Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's one of those songs where if you played it to a non-wrestling fan, they probably tell you what it's from.
Yep. One of them.
But yeah, iconic to say the least. No Chance in Hell is Jeff's number 2. Kronus, do you want to give us some honorable mentions?
Yeah, I've got a handful. More recently, the Beast Mortos.
Oh, okay.
It's just metal, which I'm a fan of.
Yep.
Just suits him down to a T.
Yep.
Next is a bit of a deviation from what I've been picking in the list, but it's Io Sky's theme.
Oh, yes, so good.
Banger.
Yeah.
It's really
called
great.
Tokyo Night or something like that. It's so good.
Yeah.
Amazing song.
Definitely grown on me. And then Billy and Chuck / Rico. You look so
good to me.
Yeah, that one.
It's one of those like cheesy ass songs that you just love.
Yeah, and then because no one else has done it yet, Stone Cold.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Iconic.
I'm surprised. Yeah, the glass shattering. Probably the most famous wrestling song of all time, outside of Real American, maybe.
Yeah.
Or maybe The Rocks. One of those 3 probably up there.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are honorable mentions. Okay. Can I get you a number 1, please, Kronus?
You can. It is the Undisputed Era theme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us.
Pretty much for the same reason as you had. It's one of those great riffs that just you don't want to stop listening to.
No. Yep, it's definitely encapsulates NXT Black and Gold. They had the right characters, and just the music, again, I have to say it again, it was just banger after banger.
What a time to be alive.
Exactly. My honorable mentions. So my first honorable mention is MJF's theme tune.
Good shout.
I really like it. It's nice and simple. It feels like something that can be made quite easily, but it really works. And I especially love the strings version he does at pay-per-views.
Yeah.
It's very, very good. So MJF is my first one. My second one is Aleister Black's Root of All Evil. His NXT theme.
Oh, yeah.
Again, amazing song written by a band called Incendiary. Banger theme tune.
Nice.
Proper driving metal. Very similar to Code Orange in a way, in terms of the music they produce. But if you've seen Black and Gold, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Proper energizing, aggressive rock / metal. Loved it. Mike and Maria Kanellis, True Love.
Really?
I loved it. Kronus, you might remember it from the Ed Boys in 2K 2021, 2019.
I do.
Yeah. More context on that, another point. It's just great. It's just cheesy, isn't it? It's just over the top. It's like Billy and Chuck. It's over the top emotional. Loved it. I've got two more. I went for Paige, Stars in the Night.
Okay.
Paige's original theme, which was CFO $. Really kind of great riff. Driving vocals. And then she used to come out singing along to it. I thought it really fit her character. Really good song. And my number 5 is Tommaso Ciampa, No One Will Survive. I love his theme tune.
Shout.
I love his theme tune. Kind of like, again, the strings during the chorus really just kind of drives home. So that's my honorable mentions. My number 1 is The Fiend, Let Me In. And this was... So the reason I love this song so much, obviously, hello, I love Bray Wyatt. SummerSlam, I think it was SummerSlam 2019 when The Fiend debuted against Finn Balor. And he had that incredible entrance. Do you know the one where he's bringing down the lantern and it's got Bray's old head stretched over it?
Yeah.
And they play this song. And there's a point where you realize this is a metal version of his original song. And I loved it ever since. It's just basically the original song, Live in Fear, but done by Code Orange in a metal way. And it's just it's so heavy. And like the screams and the really heavy chug guitar. And there's a distant cry of hurt heel during the chorus, which is, the things he wore in his gloves.
Yeah.
It was just amazingly produced. And it basically has everything I wanted. It's, it's Bray related. It's got a story to it. It's heavy as fuck. Yeah, my favorite song of all time.
Nice. Very good.
Jeff, he's got some honorable mentions.
Yeah.
Will Ospreay, Elevated.
Oh, yeah. Very honorable.
By It Lives, It Breathes. It's a great song. I like It Lives, It Breathes. They seem to be a band who only do wrestling related songs, which is cool. It's a classic, kind of like an emo rock song.
Yeah.
Really fits Ospreay's babyface character. It's quite energetic. It's something you can kind of get pumped to. His second one is Chris Jericho, Break the Walls Down. Another iconic one.
Yeah.
Really takes you back to the Attitude Era with that one.
Yeah, it really does. The countdown.
Number 3, the New Age Outlaws theme. You didn't know.
Classic.
It's so good, isn't it?
Yeah.
And his fourth one is Jungle Boy's theme tune.
Oh.
It was good fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
It's good fun.
Did enjoy that.
Yeah, good crowd interaction. I much prefer Jungle Boy to Jack Perry, but it's a conversation for another episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff, Jeff. And Jeff's number 1 is The Undertaker, but his Ministry of Darkness theme tune.
Okay.
Do you remember the Ministry theme tune? Where it had like a little guitar riff going in the background? And
I think so.
Oh, it was an amazing theme tune. It's definitely my favorite Undertaker theme tune as well.
Yeah.
It starts off with him going, ha, 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 ha. And there's like a little kind of key, and there's like a guitar in the background, and then it drops into like a riff with like the synth in the background of like the Undertaker's original. It's just so good. And it just reminds me of him in the cloak with like, you know, Viscera and Midian and whoever the hell was in the Ministry.
Pretty much it.
Yeah. But yeah, very good. I think Jeff did well. He's got some absolute bangers there, Jeff. Thank you very much.
Definitely.
Let us know your favorite theme tunes in the comments. Do you agree with me? Do you agree with Jeff? Or do you agree with Kronus? If you don't, tell us why.
Yeah, please.
This was fun. We should do more top 10 videos.
Yeah, I'm liking these.
Well, we'll be back. What's next on the agenda? Our next episode on the podcast, I believe, is the next big thing. And no, we're not talking about Brock Lesnar.
The next big thing.
We are talking about the next NXT big thing. Or not necessarily NXT. We're talking about the industry as a whole. We're talking about who we think are going to be the stars of tomorrow, today. And that could be A.I.W, could be WWE, could be NXT. Anywhere we're aware of. We're going to discuss who we think are going to be the next big breakout stars in the wrestling industry. Male and female. So join us for that. But until then, guys, we are going to leave you with, I believe, a song by A.I. Jeff. So, Kronus, I'm going to do the usual shtick.
Yeah.
Okay, Kronus, can you see what I see?
I can.
All right. Enjoy, guys. This is a song called Theme Songs by A.I. Jeff.
Oh, I just love theme songs, man. Let's kick it. I wake up in the morning, slam my alarm clock down, stretch my arms like a wrestler, flex my biceps all around. I strut to the bathroom, my theme song starts to play. John Cena's time is now, but it's laundry day. I love wrestling theme songs, they're my guilty pleasure. From The Rock's eyebrow raise to Undertaker's tombstone measure. But sometimes they're so random, like a chair to the head. Why does Kane's theme sound like demonic bread? I'm brushing my teeth, humming Stone Cold Steve Austin, slamming beers together with the thought that I'm lost in. But wait, what's that sound? Is that the Ultimate Warrior? Nah, it's just my neighbor mowing the lawn, a true suburban warrior. I love wrestling theme songs, they're my secret jam. From Triple H's sledgehammer to Mankind's sock-covered hand. But sometimes they're confusing, like a Royal Rumble mess. Why does Hulk Hogan's theme scream Vitamin C success? I'm in the kitchen making pancakes, flipping them high. Suddenly Macho Man or Randy Savage swoops from the sky. He elbow drops my syrup bottle, shouts, ooh yeah. I'm left sticky and bewildered, wondering if this is him or Ric Flair. I love wrestling theme songs, they're my guilty vice. From Bret Hart's pink tights to Rey Mysterio's lucha libre slice. But sometimes they're absurd, like a steel cage twist. Why does Ric Flair's theme scream whoa, like a drunken physicist? As I drift off to sleep, dreaming of suplexes and pins, The Undertaker's bell tolls and my dream world begins. I'm body slamming pillows shouting, this is my fate. But really it's just my cat knocking over a plant. Great.